Welcome to the VIP key trainings that are meant especially for you, our front of the house retail advocate. My name is Amy Wilcox and I am your VIP trainer. I am here to deliver content to help you reach your fullest potential as a Boost retail advocate. Whether you're brand new and just starting your career at Boost, or even if you're a seasoned advocate, I am here to help you along your wireless journey at Boost. I will show you different techniques to improve your customer service skills, which will retain those happy customers and keep them coming back to you for more. My goal is to make you a more confident, successful salesperson by sharpening all of your skills. Don't forget to check back often as new content is always being added. Thank you for tuning in today. Let's get started on our training. Hi there. Welcome back to another track of the GURUS sales process. In our previous tracks, we discussed greet and understand. We have welcomed our customer, we know why they've come into our store, and we understand what their true needs are through our funnel of questioning. In this track, we are going to walk through the recommend step of the process. Recommend is defined here as, based on customers' answers to all of your questioning, make a recommendation on what suits their needs. After asking all the right questions, listening and clarifying the customer's needs, you are ready to make that recommendation. In this step, you have an opportunity to share with the customer your recommendation based on your professional experience. It's kind of a 1, 2, 3 step process. First, it informs the customer, what can it do for me? It shows the benefit. You're communicating with the benefit of the product or the services to the customer. And when you make that recommendation, make sure it's a minimum of a handset, service plan data, and at least 3 accessories for any new customer. Remember, they are looking to you as the expert. Sometimes what they came in for, which is their want, doesn't always fit into what you may have discovered as their need. Let's transition from consulting the customer to now making a recommendation. This will help build excitement as to what you're going to share with the customer. If a customer just comes in and wants to know what you think is best, you have to let them know that it's a personal choice, and you will uncover what is best for them based on their unique answers to the questions that you've asked during the understand phase. So a recommendation could be simply restating, based on what you just shared with me, I really think you're going to like X. Or you could flat out just say, I would recommend this. But you can't get to this step without uncovering what their needs are. Also, make sure you're not doing any feature dumping here. What's feature dumping? Let's find out. Feature dumping. As salespeople, we get really excited and we feel real good about being able to share with the customer how much we know about our products. Rather than, we need to determine what we're going to show by asking all of the proper questions and figuring out what their needs are. Have you ever heard of the saying, it's like throwing spaghetti to the wall and seeing what sticks? This is not the right way of going about things. Offer dumping is kind of like feature dumping. We have really great offers going on all the time. They look really attractive. Sometimes they're really less expensive, but we need to determine what is best for our customers based on what their unique needs are. So a customer might be happy with that offer that we have going on, but others may realize that the offer doesn't give them everything they really need, or maybe it gives them too many things and it seems like a waste of money to them. Even though it seems less expensive, that particular feature may not provide the customer everything they need. So would that be money well spent? Make sure during this step that you're keeping the customer involved in the conversation. You're going to be doing most of the talking during this step, so check in and make sure that they're involved and feeling a part of everything. Checking in gives you an opportunity to check the customer's interest and gain their agreement to make sure that you're heading down the right path. The customer may ask a question or raise an objection, but it's better to deal with it as it surfaces rather than when you're ready to ask for the sale. Some different ways to check in could be something like, what do you think about this? Do you think this will work for you? Do you find this easy enough to use? And if an objection arises, it's not always a bad thing. They're usually asking a question that just needs some clarification, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment. What thoughts come to mind when you hear the word objection? How does it make you feel as a salesperson when you hear objections? A lot of people say they feel rejected, not important, their opinion is discounted, they feel deflated. So sometimes objections are actually a good thing. They're a natural element in the sales process. And no matter if you are a new sales associate or you are a seasoned one, you will come across objections. They can be seen as a request by the customer. Sometimes they're just looking to clarify a misconception or a misunderstanding, or they're needing to topic, they want you to provide additional information that will ultimately pave the way to closing the sale. As a sales associate, you will deal with objections probably daily. Objections may create fear in some sales associate, and sometimes they'll feel anxious and feel like they're being rejected. But let's instead look at an objection as an opportunity and not as a deterrent. Objections can often be buying signals. So what's the difference between a customer simply asking a question and actually stating a true objection? Well, you're going to know by reading their tone, their body language, etc. Just make sure you continue to clarify with the customer and discuss their options. So when you're faced with an objection, make sure you remain positive, confident, and focused in your approach. It's really important when facing objections from the customer. By practicing this often, you will be able to respond to objections successfully when they occur. So let's take a look at a couple examples here. Here's one. I'm not so sure I need all those features. What can they really do for me? Or, compared to other similar handsets, this price seems really high. Why is that? In both of these examples, they're not really saying they don't want what you're offering. They're asking for more clarification here. We've put together a little process for objection handling. Remember, objections can happen anywhere during a sale, from engaging the customer all the way down to closing the sale, or anywhere in between. But during this entire time, you are attempting to build a strong customer relationship. So it's important that we handle the objection with kindness and empathy, and we don't show any arrogance in our answering. Our first step is we pause. You need to stop and listen actively. Too many times we miss this important phase of the handling objections because we are trying to think about how we are going to react to what the customer has just said. Next, we inquire, which is basically restating the customer's objection to confirm that we're actively listening and that we're actually on the same page. An example could be, Mr. Customer, I totally get that this phone seems more expensive than these other two over here. Lastly, we're going to act. We present a solution to the objection. Finishing that previous statement, this phone offers more memory, and you mentioned you take a lot of photos and videos. This one will hold way more than the other two less expensive ones. See how that all ties in together? Boost products have numerous features. The challenge for you as the sales professional is to determine which feature to share with the customer. Based on all of the questioning you did earlier with the customer, you will determine what is most important to them. That is what you will be showing. The features, advantages, and benefits of Boost products and services, known as FAB, is an acronym commonly used in the sales world. In order to express the benefit of a feature to the customer, you must first determine what their need is. The need and the benefit should actually be one and the same. For example, a need to be able to safely make calls and hear texts while driving. The benefit is you will be able to safely make calls and hear texts while driving. So let's look through this one more time. The feature is voice command. The advantage, what does it do? You can call someone just by saying, "Hey Siri, call Sam." The benefit to the customer is, what does it do for the customer? You can call someone hands-free and it will keep you safe while driving. As you present the solution to the customer, remember to only share the benefit that meets the customer's specific need. Don't overwhelm the customer with the details. Have you ever heard the term, "the devil is in the details"? Well, it applies here with feature dumping. Remember, leave out the features that do not directly relate to the customer. By now, you've gotten through the meat and the potatoes of the sales process. We have greeted, we have found out what they've come in for, and you've asked many questions to truly understand their needs. We have possibly tackled a few objections along the way to get to that final recommendation. So are we done? Are we just ready to wrap up the sale? Nope, not yet. In our next track, we are going to discuss the second U in the GURUS and learn how to upsell. Thanks for listening in on this track, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you for joining me on today's training. I hope you learned something new. We are thrilled to continue supporting your growth with this training program, and we look forward to helping you unlock your full potential with VIP Key. Please share this channel with your coworkers, as we have something for everyone. Subscribe to our channel to get all the updates as we upload new content.